Did you have any idea? Did you see it coming?
Now, in retrospect, yeah. I missed every sign, plain as day.
But you're sounding very zen about this. Hector Flores may have cost you the Intercontinental Championship.
I'm mad, believe me. And I got even angrier when Hector spun all those half-truths and lies in his press conference.
What about his challenge for the Royal Rumble?
Hector and I will have our reckoning. Down the road. He was right about one thing. I am focused on getting back to the WWE title. And that means entering the Royal Rumble match.
So you're ready to declare yourself?
No. I'm going to earn my spot. I don't need another social media storm about me skipping any lines.
I respect that. When was the last time you got in the ring with Randy Orton?
Man, years.
Well, I'd say this seems like the perfect opportunity to see two veterans renew their rivalry. How about the Archetype versus the Viper in a Royal Rumble qualifying match tonight?
Where do I sign? Roxanne, if I were a betting man, I'd guess you were about to say something extra.
Me? Never. I was just going to point out with a little more ethical flexibility. There were plenty of ways for you to win that Intercontinental Championship.
In other words, I could have cheated.
Well, yes, but not necessarily. You turned your back on a Samoan freaking werewolf to check on the poor squished referee.
I'm not going to apologize for doing the right thing, Roxanne.
Losing to the New Day, losing to Fatu, losing your former partner. How many times does the right thing have to blow up in your face before it becomes the wrong thing?
What do you get out of being the devil on my shoulder, Roxanne?
You remind me of me. Before I got it. Before I realized who I am.
And who's that?
A winner. At any cost.
Archetype, I know you don't think we're done.
We're definitely not. Fatu, I think we're gonna be doing this for a long time.
You talking like you earned my respect. You didn't earn nothing. I was about to send your ass back into retirement when that little punk-ass Hector stuck his nose in my business.
He stuck his nose in our business. And you aren't the piper he's gonna pay for that. I am.
You got business with Hector? You got business with Braun? You got business with Wise Man? You forgetting one thing, Oos.
What's that?
I run this business, and ours ain't done.
Hector Flores is the referee. What's happening here?
The following contest is a special referee match. Please welcome the special referee for this match, Hector Flores.
Hector Flores' challenge to the Archetype for a match at the Royal Rumble was ignored. I guess this is Hector's way of getting his attention.
Or forcing a loss to Orton. We are going to have to see how this one plays out.
Credit to Hector for pulling off a fast one.
The Viper is looking for a chance at his third Royal Rumble win.
And the participants, first from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 280 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
Randy Orton is one of the smoothest wrestlers to ever do it. And he's looking in the best shape of his career.
Oh, he's proud to qualify for the Royal Rumble, especially with a biased Hector Flores officiating this match.
The Viper looks ready to secure a Rumble spot. The Archetype walks into this match at a huge disadvantage.
And his opponent from Oakland, California, weighing in at 183 pounds, Brandon Lee!
Nick Aldis or someone in the back has to be looking into this. This match can't proceed with Hector Flores as referee. No way.
The Archetype's basically walking into a trap right now. This is the biggest opportunity of his comeback so far, and his sworn enemy is refereeing the match.
The Archetype faces an uphill battle. There's a spot in the Royal Rumble match on the line here, and this so-called referee could not possibly be more biased against one of the competitors.
I'll agree that this is highly irregular, but we should not be in the business of prejudging a referee's performance. Hector Flores might call this right down the middle.
Man did a whole press conference talking about how he was going to stop the Archetype from winning the Royal Rumble and going to Mania. We need to know who pulled the strings to give him a referee's license.
Oh, the DDT!
Oh, no.
A big splash!
Ripped down with that Rhino.
He got nailed by that last attack.
Oh, yeah. He's got to figure out a little better strategy if he... that's what he gets for acting cute out there.
Orton isn't being given a chance to breathe.
Oh, this is what you get. He had that coming.
I gotta say, I cannot wrap my head around why the ref would pull something like that.
Rapid fire right hand. Shoulders down, cover. And a kick out before. Even one there. Great cadence on the count from him there.
Kept things above board there. Nothing exciting, just fair.
The Archetype and Randy Orton are vying for a spot in the Royal Rumble match, but the referee Hector Flores has a vendetta against the Archetype.
He never wanted to assault a referee, but I can't say I'm surprised.
Bang! He finds a counter.
A stiff shove gets him clear of trouble.
There's a spot in the Royal Rumble match on the line here, and this so-called referee could not possibly be more biased against one of the competitors.
I'll agree that this is highly irregular, but we should not be in the business of prejudging a referee's performance. Hector Flores might call this right down the middle.
Man did a whole press conference talking about how he was going
Sky high. Oh, man, he landed rough there.
evades the attack.
Solid bit of defense on his part there.
Got out of dodge that time.
Read that and answered with a backdrop.
Front knee drop. And here's an early cover. Not quite there yet. And our referee, he's keeping things fair right there.
Down around into the schoolboy. Shoulders are down. Oh, turning the pin around.
He ends the pin attempt for some reason.
Orton outthought him there.
Uppercut connects.
Oh! Oh, he fends that off. Clothesline! The Archetype and Randy Orton are vying for a spot in the Royal Rumble match, but the referee Hector Flores has a vendetta against the Archetype.
Turning it into the waistlock.
Able to escape and down into a headlock. He's starting to feel the results of this pounding.
Questionable defense on that sequence. Has to tighten that up. Oh, the knee directly to the face.
Locked in. He's ready for anything.
Uh-oh! Lands in the drop zone. Like a heat-seeking missile, hit the target right on the mark.
Oh, fought that off with the stiff elbow, man.
throws the opposition back into the ring.
Soaring. Picture-perfect leg drop from the top.
And Randy can't mount any offense.
Randy needs to decipher a solution to this situation fast.
Jumping clothesline. What agility. Looking to finish it off. The Archetypes headed to the Royal Rumble.
Hector Flores stopped the count.
Given their history, you knew Flores wasn't going to call this down the middle.
Look out.
RKO is blocked.
Clothesline attempt. I nailed the RKO.
And now it's a fast count.
The Archetypes road back to the WWE Championship does not lead through the Royal Rumble match.
Randy Orton wants nothing to do with Hector Flores.
Hector doesn't care. He got what he wanted here tonight.
You're right, Corey. Hector Flores swore that the Archetype would not make it into the Royal Rumble match, and tonight he kept his promise.
If you didn't want me in the Rumble, why put me in a qualifying match?
I had nothing to do with Hector Flores being the referee.
Then who did? It's your show, Aldis!
This image in your head of the evil GM scheming against the hero? A lot of things have changed since you left, and that is one of them. But how Hector Flores ended up in SmackDown's referee rotation, and specifically your match, is a mystery I'm going to solve.
It's a little late now. That match with Orton was my ticket to the Royal Rumble and Braun.
You could make a fair case for a reversal due to biased officiating.
The Archetype beat sentimental favorite Randy Orton by whining to GM is not my vibe. What I want is Hector. There's only room for one of us in WWE.
Are you suggesting...
Yes. An I Quit match at the Royal Rumble. Loser leaves WWE. Forever.
Take some time to cool down and think this over.
WWE.
If that's what you want, I'll make the match official.
I've been thinking a lot lately about honor, about loyalty, about redemption.
That's deep, Truth.
I've been through a lot the past few years. All that will they, won't they business with the Judgment Day turned out they won't. Then my childhood hero John Cena took me for a roller coaster ride, which sounds amazing, but it wasn't at a theme park. It was a bad emotional kind. I chopped off my hair and had an identity crisis. You know, the kind where you get super mad and kick a tree so hard it leaves a dent. When I calmed down, I reflected on my whole life. You know what I saw? A childhood in Charlotte, North Carolina, recalling my first album. That time I sold the original American flag. I might have gotten another life or two mixed up in there also. What I'm saying is, WWE needs people like you. We all do. I miss you when you're gone.
Thanks, Truth. I don't plan on going anywhere.
Good. Otherwise, this conversation would have been a huge waste of my evening. And I've got things to do, and so do you. You gotta stop monopolizing my time and get focused for your match tonight.
Well, then we better stop talking. Woods, you're looking even more pleased with yourself than usual.
I was just thinking, you know, I could have told you about Hector. Day one, I looked at that dude and thought, squirrely. Like, hide your lunch money, squirrely. But hey, you had to find out the hard way. Betrayal, humiliation, career on the line, classic pro wrestling. Kind of poetic, really.
Hector made his bed. I'm just the guy flipping the mattress.
Your walk on the high road hasn't exactly been smooth sailing. Maybe it's time to try something a little different.
Yeah? What did you have in mind?
You could take the scenic route through Chair City and make sure he never double-crosses anyone again. Or you lose and you're gone from here for good. You might want to start thinking about what gets results. Champions bend the rules, break the mold, and leave people with no doubt who they are.
Big night?
Yeah. You saw how this all got started.
You must have a lot in your mind. I just wanted to say, I've been where you are. I've stood in that ring and ended the career of one of my heroes. I've had mine ended by someone I respected, maybe even feared.
Everyone's talking to me like I don't understand the gravity of this match. I promise you I do, Sean. My future is on the line.
It's not just about your career. It's about who you are. After I returned from my injury, I thought I knew pain. But when Hunter turned on me, it cut deeper than my surgeon ever did. If you're not careful, betrayal can drag you somewhere dark. Somewhere you don't come back from.
Hector needs to suffer. He stabbed me in the back and smiled doing it. Tonight, he learns what payback really feels like.
I hear you. Just remember that every choice you've made on this comeback run, every match, every moment, they all led here. When the final bell rings tonight, you and the rest of the world are gonna know who you really are.
Are no joke, my friend. Someone's life is gonna change.
It's going to be Hector's. He betrayed me. He deserves this.
It could be you on the losing end. You might have to return to LA and try to claw your way back into showbiz.
Spending hours parked on the freeway to get to auditions? No thanks. There's no way I'm ever leaving this behind again.
Then what you're gonna have to do to Hector isn't pretty.
I understand what I have to do out there. And I understand what's at stake.
Then you should also understand that there are some choices you can't take back once you make them. And I got a feeling one of those is right around the corner.
This may be the Archetype's last night in WWE.
The following contest is an I Quit match. Making his way to the ring from Oakland, California, weighing in at 183 pounds, Brandon Lee!
If Hector Flores retires the Archetype tonight, it will be the worst case of being undone by your own creation since Frankenstein.
That's a big if, Wade. I think the student is about to find out why the teacher stands in front of the class.
Tonight we'll find out if the Archetype has the killer instinct to make his former students say, I quit. Hector Flores betrayed his mentor. Now his whole career is on the line.
And his opponent from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 202 pounds, Hector Flores.
This man grew up in the shadows in one of Lucha Libre's greatest families, and look at him now. El Mago would be ashamed. This man, a Judas, and he doesn't belong in the WWE.
A Judas? He pulled the Archetype out of the gutter when the man was a punchline, dragged him all the way back to the main roster, and was rewarded with a swift kick to the arse.
For one of these men, this is their last night in WWE.
I've known the Archetype for a long time, and this man doesn't know how to quit. All it takes is one look at his comeback so far to see it.
Booker, you said it yourself. The Archetype is only on a comeback because he turned his back on the WWE Universe for more than 2 years. When the going got tough, he said, I quit already. And he might do it again here tonight. Time to back up as the announce desk gets cleared off.
Oh, Flores with good timing on the reversal.
Woo, what a backbreaker.
This battle's found its way right to our doorstep.
Oh, man.
He didn't need that eyebrow anyway.
Sharp elbow.
Boom! He's looking for an implement of destruction under the ring.
The steel chair does not get much more classic than that. Slips out of the way.
Running Swanton finds the mark.
Oh my God, a steel chair! The Archetype and Hector Flores were once like brothers. Now one of them will say the words, "I quit," and leave WWE forever. Look at this. This can't be good. Boom, what impact. He's already feeling the effects.
Hector possibly testing the limits of his opposition. Oh, hold on. Is he thinking of the submission here?
Do you quit?
Being contorted doesn't look good. He's got him wrapped up tight here. It only takes 2 words to end the pain. We might hear no.
Not giving up so easily here. Refusing to quit. This might be pride. It might be stupidity.
Boom! The head scissor takedown. And he gets set back into the ring. Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count.
Flores with some agility.
Watch out, tossing those steel steps like they're nothing. And now that's some nasty offense imposed on Flores.
Everyone asks for it, and they got the table.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
Some quick thinking from him right there.
Jumping clothesline! What agility! He quickly slides into the ring. Looking to get airborne here.
From the top!
Good Lord, taking flight.
That had to have hurt just as much as it hurt your opponent.
No one comes out unscathed with a high-risk move like that. Calculating the next move here. Momentum is running away from Flores.
Can Hector withstand this surge?
Kick gets caught.
Counters, air counters. Each superstar looking dialed in.
Are you
The
gonna
referee
quit?
doing their one job here. Checking it.
No, not a chance.
Refusing to give up here.
Simply defiant in the face of adversity. Refusing to relent no matter what.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
Countering that offense. His constant attack has him floundering.
He really needs to think and think fast if he wants to turn the tables here.
Ooh, vicious kick to the spine.
Escape just in time.
Jumping clothesline. What agility.
Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way.
Oh man!
Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks. Come on, stop this. Your point's made. No need to keep on doing this. Counters to gain the advantage. Drop kick. This match has to be close to an end.
Oh, he needs to show us something. Is he the type of superstar to throw in the towel, or is he the type to keep fighting?
Setting up that tape.
Oh, my goodness. Please stop. Caught in a bad spot.
Set through the table. Incredible impact. I genuinely do not know how you can even
Flying
Through the air and connects.
adrenaline can make you do crazy.
I quit.
Agreed.
He said he wouldn't quit. He meant it. The archetype survives, and so does his WWE career.
But look at Hector Flores. It's a hell of a thing to make it all the way to your dream, then have it end like this.
What's happening here?
The archetype has a decision to make that will define the rest of his comeback.
I cannot believe it. After everything Hector has done?
The archetype is truly a good human being.
What the hell?
That's more like it.
Come on, man. Ending his WWE career wasn't enough.
The archetype has lost his mind.
Or he's found it.
What is the archetype thinking now?
He's going to do some damage with that steel chair.
Don't do it. Come on, archetype. You've done enough.
And he's not stopping there. Even I agree, this is taking it too far.
Oh my God, he can't do this. Don't do this.
This is something you do not come back from for either man.
Come on, man. No, no.
Don't do this. Son of a...
He may have just broken Hector's neck.
We got to get some help out here right away.
Something has snapped in the archetype here tonight. He's headed down a dark road.
Ladies and gentlemen, the archetype. Let's open the floor for questions. Robert Inkin, I believe you were first.
Hector Flores is at a local medical facility receiving treatment for a serious neck injury after what?
What's your question?
Well, you caused those injuries with your brutal attack. So my question is, why?
Dire situations require dire actions.
But you ended Hector's WWE career by winning the match. Wasn't that enough?
There's always gonna be another Hector Flores trying to take me down. So I had to deliver a message. A warning. And that is that if you get in my way of becoming WWE champion, you will end up in the hospital. Broken and finished.
Hector was there for you from the beginning. He helped you a ton at the Performance Center.
And then what? He turned his back on me. Tonight, I could have lost everything. So I am never going to make that mistake again. Every relationship is a potential weakness. Someone who will bring me down. So I am cutting them all out.
Does that include the WWE Universe? Are you turning your back on them, too?
Every relationship is a potential weakness. That includes the so-called fans. I might have tried to spin your negativity as positive fuel, but I didn't forget how you treated me when I first came back. So I don't need you. And I don't want you in my life ever again.
What's next for you then?
Braun Breaker and the WWE Championship. You will not see me up here again, because I am eliminating all distractions and I have nothing left to say. From here on out, my actions will do all the talking.